in the limbs, a muscle is in a compartment and this compartment consists of bone, fascia and interosseous membrane. You can understand with another diagram. This is the skin. Underneath the skin we have a yellowish layer called the fascia, which is a fatty layer. And these are the two bones. Two bones are interconnected by interosseous membrane. I am writing with IM. Now this is the flexor compartment, suppose, and this is the extensor compartment. So what happens if there is some trauma like injury, supracondylar fracture? This trauma will lead to histamine release. Now this histamine will make the capillary permeable and all the fluids will come out, causing intravascular edema. Due to this edema, what will happen in this compartment? This is a closed compartment. In this fluid has accumulated, due to which there is edema. Now this will cause increase in pressure. So intramuscular pressure will increase and this will obstruct. Here there are vessels, so lymphatic system, and these will cause obstruction of venous system and lymphatics. Further, there will be ischemia and spasm. There will be spasm of arteries, arterial spasm, causing muscle ischemia. This ischemia also is caused by trauma, and this muscle ischemia is also a factor in the release of histamine. This is given by Eaton. This is known as Eaton and Green cycle. I will repeat. There is trauma causing muscle ischemia. This muscle ischemia in turn causes histamine release. Histamine will cause the capillaries to be permeable, due to which the fluid will move out of the capillary, causing intravascular edema. Due to this edema, in a closed compartment there will be increase in pressure, causing the lymphatics and the vessels here, the venous vessels, to obstruct, ultimately causing arterial spasm, which will again lead to muscle ischemia. So what are the clinical features? The clinical features will be severe pain, which will not be relieved by analgesics. There will be hypoesthesia. There will be muscle weakness. And the compartment will become tense. So tense compartment. Now we will have to see what it is actually. It is an orthopedic emergency. There is a stretch test for which we have to stretch the muscles. Like if there is compartment syndrome in the flexor compartment, of arm. Then we'll extend the fingers. This will cause pain. So this is a stretch test which is done to confirm it is an emergency. Now next thing is what is to be done for the treatment. Now in the treatment we can do limb elevation, we can elevate the limb. Then we can do surgery. In this surgery, suppose it is in the arm flexor compartment, so what we can do is in the forearm we can do fasciotomy. The fascia is cut and the pressure is released. We give longitudinal slit. Otherwise we can do fibulectomy, where middle 1/3 of fibula is cut. Also you should actively move your fingers, active movement of fingers. Now in what kind of fractures does this occur? Supracondylar fracture, forearm fracture, closed tibial fracture. This will only occur in the closed fractures mainly. Why? Because it is a compartment syndrome. Compartment is a closed structure. Crush injury. In the last, we would like to see the definition. It is elevation of interstitial pressure in a closed ossificial compartment leading to microvascular compromise. Elevation of interstitial pressure in a closed ossificial compartment leading to microvascular compromise. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.